probably the biggest disappointment in my opinion is the women's title match for SmackDown went from being on the pre-show, which you could just kind of swallow that and accept it, and you know that they'll have like a 10 to 15 minute match with 6 people, versus the 5 they got right before the main event, where you go, oh, this is the time where you go to the bathroom and stuff like that. So it was disappointing. Would I have rather have seen it in the pre-show because of how it was handled here? Probably, yeah, because this match was nothing, and people, I guess people weren't making me mad, but a lot of people thought Naomi would win. Like, oh man, she's home. It's her hometown. Everybody loves Naomi. She won the belt, and it was very mild applause. People didn't care that much.
Yeah, they were worn out. I'm guessing.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't like the storyline I was hearing everywhere from like, oh, everybody loves her. It's Orlando. She has to win in her hometown. Do people really care? Like, oh wow, like Naomi to Orlando. It's not nearly as big of a deal as like St. Louis to Randy Orton or Charlotte, North Carolina to Charlotte and Ric Flair. Like, Naomi's not that important. We can't act like she is. And I don't know. I don't feel like she should have been a 2-time champ before like Becky Lynch.
I don't think the 2-time champ thing matters at all.
I don't know. When we're making a big deal out of John Cena being a 16-time champ and tying for the most for that belt, and now Naomi's tied for the record for this belt, I think it is a big deal.
Naomi never lost it.
That's true. I would have liked to have seen her win it back, but I just felt like it was unfortunate with the timing. Maybe she shouldn't have had the first reign since it was only 9 days, but it obviously was an injury, so I don't know. But this whole match, I didn't care about it, especially matches with more people should last longer because there's more likely that someone's going to be able to stop a pinfall. But no, it just was boring, and it was it was a hold that it ended in. Alexa tapped out right away.
Alexa was sassy in the match, and I like that. I like when she's sassy. That's her strong suit.
I know, but she got into that, and same with SmackDown. She got into that submission and instantly tapped out, and it left no exhilaration. It left no anxiety about whether she was going to keep the belt or not. It just happened right away, and I was like, ah.
What finisher did Naomi use at Elimination Chamber? I feel like that was cooler.
I don't remember, but she did. I don't know.
She did something.
Yeah, she's been using the rear view. I know that.
That's like a signature, though.
That's true.
I don't know. I will say, though, I was expecting absolutely nothing from either of these women's matches because the storylines leading up to them have been filler. Like, I don't know. I wasn't invested in the Raw women's match because there was nothing really to invest in other than a Sasha heel turn. And, I was thinking, imagine if Charlotte's streak didn't end at Fastlane and she still had the title, and the final 2 were Bayley and Charlotte, and then Bayley won and pinned her 1-on-1. That would have been a way bigger moment than just having her win randomly on Monday Night Raw.
Oh, I don't disagree. That does sound more interesting.
And also the SmackDown women's match was, here's a bunch of people. Like, I hate those kind of matches. Like the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal, I hate that match because it's a cluster. You know what? It's just everyone gets their shit in, and and then when somebody wins, and that's the end. Like, no one looks dominant over the others unless somebody really gets messed up. But most of the time, it's just right place, right time. I win.
I don't know, but it was more disappointing because obviously you could tell that the Raw women's match was going to be put to a higher pedigree, is like an actual. Mm-hmm. Almost bona fide like main event, at least for the women, I suppose.
Yeah.
And it was elimination.
At least it was elimination.
Elimination made it way more exciting. Like the moment with Nia Jax, all 3 of them. And I disagree. I've been interested in what's been going on television for the women. I really like the women's roster. I'm very intrigued in the storylines. I'm very intrigued in the talent. I always have been, and I think the storylines happening on Raw have been very good. Maybe not as much SmackDown, but I was invested in what's happening on Raw. And
it might have been all right, but it by no means was anywhere near my top, my most anticipated matches of WrestleMania.
Oh, if it stayed just them 3 without Nia Jax, like it would have been like top 3 for me, top 4 maybe. But either way, I had a lot of expectations and a lot of excitement for this match. It should have been like a 20-minute affair, at least in my opinion.
I knew it was going to be good, but I just couldn't get into the story. Bayley just being on the mic, and they're like, "Bayley, give up your title."
You don't let me talk.
I know. I'm explaining.
I'm like, man, I like this, and you're like, no, you're not allowed. Anyways, having the Nia Jax moment was exciting, but there definitely could have been like a Sasha heel turn in here. There could have been something. Sasha left the match way too soon. Ends with an elbow drop. Like, so much more could have happened here. Especially with so many talented people. Like, it's not even the same universe as the women's matches from last year. The women's WrestleMania match from last year, which was the best match on that show. No doubt about it. So you know what they're capable of. You just have to give them the time. And that's why I'm realizing maybe I thought Elimination Chamber was very filler other than the main event, because I saw the card and I'm like, oh, this tag team match is dumb. Like, there's a lot of filler here. But now I'm like, no, yeah, you give them these split brand pay-per-views because they need their time to have these long matches, because I really want to see Becky Lynch versus somebody on Raw in like a 20-minute match. I really want to see Alexa Bliss versus Naomi in a championship match that lasts like 15 minutes. I am tired of these short matches for them. I think it's disrespectful, and the fact that this elimination match should last a long time, because there needs to be three pinfalls before this match ends. It only lasts 12 minutes, and we just saw 2 great matches before that with AJ, Shane, and Chris and KO, and it just didn't feel right, even though I did enjoy it. And I'm really happy Bayley retained. Really happy for her, because she's really, I don't know, I think she's catching fire lately. I think she's been doing great. Her entrance was awesome, her ring gear, Charlotte's too. But take Nia Jax out of this match and maybe take elimination out and just give them 3. Make it more exciting, because it's like, who gets the first pinfall? That's it. I think this match could have been a lot better. And for the women, for SmackDown, I say maybe just keep it on the pre-show, because outside of their attire, like seeing Becky Lynch come in and kind of looking like that Horizon Zero Dawn girl was pretty cool. There just wasn't any time for moments. Like, Ellsworth was out there. He didn't really get to do anything stupid or fun. It just, those 2 matches, one disappointed a lot more than the other, but they weren't terrible, but they were just So that was those are my 2 biggest disappointments. We can go on to Dean now, though.
Well, the thing about the women's matches for me, again, is that I feel like I couldn't help but feel like with Raw, especially, like they just needed to. They put Nia Jax in there because they just wanted her to be at WrestleMania. They didn't have any other spot for her. Then, the right match that they could have done here was Bayley Sasha or Bayley Charlotte, but I just think they just said, all right, we need everybody to be on this show. We need everyone to be in this match, so we're going to do Fatal 4-Way.
I think the triple threat would have been just fine. It would have made sense too.
Yeah, but in my mind, I'm saying, they're not going to have a WrestleMania without Nia Jax. She's been built up all this time, and
See, I kind of disagree with that, because they had a WrestleMania without Sami Zayn. They had a WrestleMania without Braun Strowman. So I don't know. I think they thought that's not WrestleMania. That's the pre-show.
They get paid the same. So
yeah, but I'm saying that they technically weren't on WrestleMania 33. They were the pre-show, which doesn't count as being at WrestleMania. Like
I'd say it does.
Yeah, but if I go onto the network right now and I watch WrestleMania 33 beginning to end, I won't see a lick of Sami Zayn or Braun Strowman. That's what I'm saying.
I mean, they were at WrestleMania.
Yeah, but
they were in front of the crowd. They were on the card. They were just in dark matches on the pre-show. That's all.
Yeah, I'm saying 10 years ago they would have been in dark matches that no one would have ever see ever again. So it's not the same.
I don't know. They're fine.
I know, but I'm saying I think they thought Nia Jax should have been here because they're trying to build her up, which, for better or worse, is going to happen.